Hi, Dea. Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, we just had our a webinar. Actually, it was a beautiful discussion about belief systems and what are the limiting beliefs around money. But it was not only about money; it's so many different things. I would like to get your feedback, actually, Dea, so we can talk briefly about it. Is that okay with you? I think you're on mute.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's okay. Actually, I was so happy. I was really happy and amazed because this is also like I think this just the second time that I have attended your Zoom webinar like in a for a group, right? It's my second time. I think it's just
What
my
was
second
what
time.
was the first time? I don't
The
remember the
first
first time.
yeah, the first time was like an intro to healing as well. Like it was last
Okay.
year. It was last year.
Okay.
So
So
so well
how did you find it there? I would like to hear from you. So what have
it
you learned from the
oh
from
my
our
goodness. Yeah,
discussion?
a lot of things that I have learned and I enjoyed our the activity that you say
Yeah.
something I mean you tell your name and then
Uh,
you watch how your body
yeah.
move forward or move backward. That's a very nice one. And what else? It's so nice that the friend my friend who I wanted to attend have actually attended. And because I can feel that she's really going through a lot, going through tough times, and I really wanted to help her. Actually, I've already introduced you to her last year, but she wasn't able to get in touch with you, and so I
Okay.
think this is the perfect time. And yeah, a lot of things has opened up as well. Added knowledge, added value, and I don't know. I'm
Well,
speechless. I'm just so happy.
okay, I let you breathe. So everyone, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Yeah. So we just finished. I've hosted facilitated a session. I invited the public to talk about what our belief system. So what Dea was talking about actually was how to check your own belief systems. Yeah. So it's actually, I think it's called kinesiology. So
Oh,
you can
okay.
actually, yeah, it's actually, you can check your own belief systems by, first you need to be hydrated. Yeah. And when you're hydrated, your energy is more balanced. And then first thing is like you stand up. There are different ways of looking at of doing it, yeah, but this is what I love the most. So you stand up, and first you need to establish what is yes or no for you. Yeah. So when I say, for example, my name is Vida and I'm standing up and my body is leaning towards forward, going forwards. So if the statement is true, that would be my yes statement. Yeah. And then I would probably have a false statement. I'll say, my name is Dea, my name is Dea. And then I'll feel myself going backwards. So if the true statement is going forward, it's a yes. A lot of times, Dea, the yes of a person is also backwards. Yeah. But you need to be consistent. If it's a yes backward, then all your yeses should be backwards. The true statements. So why did I teach this exercise? Because we were looking for the limiting beliefs that we adhere to, and because we want to change them, right? What are limiting beliefs, by the way? Limiting beliefs are those damaging thoughts or conditioning programming that we adhere to, and we believe to be true, basically. Yeah, we hold true for ourselves and for other people as well. So when we look at the belief systems, we want to change how our realities are. We want to change our realities, basically. So how do you change your realities? Is by being intentional, being mindful. So we did this discussion about identifying. It's called digging deeper. Yeah, digging of belief
Yes,
systems.
yes, yes.
uh,
And
yeah,
also let me add to that. It's like digging deeper, but then at times I noticed, and I've learned as well, and it's like a eye opener for me, that if we dig deeper, sometimes we are the ones who are burying ourselves as well, which is,
Mm.
it's like, because when I heard them talk about the things, like the negative thing, right? And sometimes, instead of digging deeper on something that would make you feel better, at times, because we are conditioned, depending on our trauma and our conditioning, sometimes we bury ourselves into the negativity. Instead of lifting us up, we bury ourselves deeper, you know. I don't know
Yeah,
if
and
that makes sense, but
yes, yes. Thank you so much, Dea. I think that's why I shared the concept of the confidence. So we tend to look for things to validate what we already know.
yes,
So if you are not mindful about your thoughts, you will go to those thoughts where it just validates. So it's okay if your thoughts are healthy thoughts, yeah. If
yeah,
they are geared towards your improvement, your expansion, your growth, like, I'm worthy to receive money, I'm worthy to be loved, I'm lovable, yeah, I'm loved and supported wherever I go. But if
mm,
it's the opposite, and then you continuously attract those situations, because your mind will work towards validating those belief systems or statements that you tell about yourself.
that's
And in the
correct.
first place, these stories that you tell about yourself, they did not start with you. If you go
Right.
deeper, and we did that in the discussion earlier, we
Mm,
found out that they came from it can either be our personal experiences, direct experiences. It's either we heard them from our parents, or we learned
yes,
them from
yes,
our teachers, could be from religion as well, from society, or we have
yes,
witnessed it. Yeah.
yeah,
So it doesn't
yeah.
have to be like directly that it happened into my body. It could be
Mm,
something that you just observe. And because, and it happens when we are children. We also mentioned there, right, that from the age of when we are babies, actually, when we're even fetus to 9 years old, 9 years old is actually when the child already has kind of majority of the belief systems or conditioning are already formed. So that's why it's very critical to
yeah,
be fully present emotionally, emotionally with the children if you are a parent.
yes, yes.
Because what
But
you tell them, what you show them, will stick to their mind. And it's not
yeah,
just they will create their own understanding if you're not able to explain it to them. But
that's
the
right.
emotions of those thoughts, words, whatever experiences are, they get stored in the body.
That's
And those
correct.
those are what becomes the irrational behavior or thoughts or sensations in the body.
Yeah. Yes. And but at times, Vida, it's so difficult. Like it's really challenging, like to all the time be present, because at times you will think of, for example, the parent work from home or something like that, and the kid needed something. This is the thing that the challenge comes in this situation wherein you cannot be present for your child much as you want to, right? So and I think a lot of parents are experiencing this as well. So what can you give them the advice that you're giving me as well whenever that arises?
Yeah, you must have seen me whenever we speak, right? And Dean comes to you and then he would like to get your attention. So, and I would uh first, when he's looking at me, I tell him, Dean, can I just speak to your mom? So it's about communicating to the child that right now, yeah, my child, you are important to me, but I'm working on something and this is also important. Yeah, it has nothing to do with you, and I will give you a time where I will see you and I will attend to you. And a lot of times it also helps, Dea, when you mention to the child, like, when I'm done with this, if they know the concept of time, you can mention it to them. Like, in 30 minutes, an hour, depending on their cognitive
Mm-hmm.
reasoning, right?
Yes.
Understanding.
Yes.
Um, So it's just about making them feel that, hey, I'm with you, I'm seeing you. Then obviously the parent also needs to, well, it's not obvious, but the parent has to feel the need of the child.
Yeah, yeah.
So a lot of times in the past I was guilty of it, yeah, when I was a young parent. I would prioritize other people before my children. I would tell them it's later, later, later.
Yes.
And probably that's why the disconnection happened. I didn't know that was
Yeah, that's
harmful to
right.
them, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
Most
I
of
thought
us
that,
didn't know.
yeah, so and it's okay. I forgive myself, be compassionate. So I would encourage, actually have an open communication with the children, and give them a timeline. Remember, I'm so excited there. I'm so sorry. I
I
speak so,
know.
I mean, I'm not sorry that I'm excited, but it's just like,
I
I have
feel you.
to pause. uh, so our child is coming out, the happy inner child, who wants to play, and yeah, who wants to be heard. It's okay. You are being seen and heard. Okay. I see you a lot of times with Sean. Yeah. And for those people who do not know us yet, Sean is Daya's
Eldest.
elder son. Yeah, who is experiencing autism. Yeah, he's in the autism spectrum. And I've seen you a lot, Daya, when you tell him 5 minutes, 5 minutes. And I would be like, wow, he understand that. So
Yeah,
so Sean
yeah.
has a concept of time, right?
Yes, yes, yes. Actually, Dean is the one sometimes who wouldn't who wouldn't wait.
Mm.
It's like I want it now. Well, I think I know. I think who he got that trait from.
Okay. So it's a matter of, like, we walk our talk, right? So
Some
uh,
of the background is saying, not me.
no, I mean, yeah, yeah. So what? Yeah. So the children, so what they see, and the danger of that is that they come up with their own conclusion, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. It's okay. It's okay to your neighbor, no roommate.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So what else? So what's something that you can take away from the discussion that we had earlier? What is the most
Yeah.
what is the
When,
most relatable practice that
uh
you can
when
start?
you told us how to, like, the four that made
Questions.
the four questions that we need to, that is
Ask. Yeah.
very yeah, the four questions that we need to ask ourselves whenever the belief system is at play.
Yeah.
I think it is really very helpful
You
for
wanna read them
everyone.
out?
Yeah. I don't know if I can read this notes, but okay. So the first question would be, is it true? And then the second question is, are you 100% sure? And then the third one is, how do you feel when you believe when you believe in that story? And then, like, the fourth one is, um who what's this who will who will you become, who will be
Who will
who
you be
can you
without this story?
yeah, who will you be without that story? And that is
Yeah.
my favorite one. Because
Uh,
it's just because I mean, it's so nice for you to, like, when you think about something that would overwhelm you, or something that would make you unhappy, or would make you feel, yeah, as I said,
upset.
overwhelmed, yeah,
Yeah.
upset. It's nice to, to go back on track, and elevate yourself, like,
Yeah.
elevate yourself, whenever, this is one thing that I also learned when I was listening to spirituality, that if you if you are encountering some problems or some challenges in life, you cannot view them when you are holding on to the problem. It's like you
Mm.
have to elevate yourself and then see a bird's eye view, so you know how to come up with a solution. So this is like, the summary of this one. So
Oh,
it's
it's
like,
just yeah.
yeah, you have to check and change whatever it is that you are experiencing, especially when it's a challenge for yourself.
Yeah, yeah. That comes. What comes to my mind is my favorite. One of my favorite. I have a lot of favorites. One of my
Yeah.
favorite. What can you say? It's a wisdom or a quote, right? When you change the way you look at things, the
Yes.
things you
Yes.
look at changes. The
Yes.
original one of this was mentioned by Dwayne Dyer. So it's so for him actually he
Okay.
said if you change the way you look at it doesn't matter who said it, but it just makes
Yeah.
sense. But when I read it,
Yes.
it says if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And I said, you know what? There's a better word for saying if, because if is conditional, yeah.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay.
Depends on your own perception. So I prefer changing it to when. You know what? When you
Mm,
change the way you look at things, the things that you look at change. And
correct.
that's actually very powerful. Yeah, in fact I have a huge poster, that I always look at. And so that goes back, that's an answer to what you mentioned earlier. So how do you bring yourself back to the present?
That's right.
First, challenge
That's
your
right.
belief system.
That's right.
And so you said earlier, step back, right? Step back.
Yes. Yes. Step back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when
Yeah.
you say step back, I can also sense that, don't react, respond. And
Yes.
responding
Respond.
doesn't mean the responding doesn't mean that you verbalize it immediately.
Yes.
It's just like you just
Yes.
step back a bit, gather your momentum, your composure
Yes.
basically,
Yeah.
and breathe. That's very important.
Yeah. Very
Yeah.
important.
Yeah, to calm your, actually that's very that's very powerful way to bring yourself in the present moment. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
even Eckhart Tolle
Yes.
teaches that as well,
Yes.
the
Yes.
breath work.
Yes. And you know what? I am so very proud of my friend who attended as well. That I'm very proud of her that she came to this realization that, she keeps worrying about the future and then having pain, bringing the pain back from the past, that she's not able to enjoy the present. And the gifts that she has is not being appreciated because of the past and the future.
Yeah, yeah.
It's really, and in spirituality, I remember one of our lessons as well, that they said that um uh the past is a like a canceled check, and then the future, you don't know if it's gonna come. So what you are, you should just be in the present. And the reason why it's called the present, because this is only the gift. This is the cash on hand that you have.
Wow.
So you should really be, you know present in the present. You have to experience your gifts now.
Yeah.
And you said something about being grateful as well. I mean, the wanting part. And yeah, please, please be that, tell that to our
Oh.
viewers as well.
Yeah, in the start of my journey, and I wanted to receive, right, in the beginning, especially after transitioning to therapy. And so I don't have a full-time job of having the monthly salary, a fixed monthly salary from corporate environment. So I'm relying actually on the payments from the clients, right? So I actually experienced a lot of challenges being able to ask. So I needed to learn to ask first, by the way. So when you say asking, it was very daunting for me. It was very challenging. There was a lot of fears around it. So I wanted to remind you also that it's okay to ask. But when you ask, don't continue asking and asking. It's like when you pray to God, because you need to be the you get to specify what is it that
That
you
you
want
want,
or that
that
you
you,
need, right?
yes,
It's
yes,
actually want, right? Because we have everything that we need.
yes,
And so and then when we pray that, we release it, right? We lift it up.
yes,
God,
yes,
I am in this situation and I'm not able
yeah,
to find ways on how to deal with this. So please
yes,
help me find the wisdom in this, whatever it is that you're praying for, right? And
yes,
then when you say that, you release it, you lift it up. It's like literally, you have this energy of intention
yes,
and you give
yes,
it, right?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
For Catholics, they say put it at the foot of the cross, right? At the bottom of the
Uh-huh.
cross. But don't pick it up again. Like leave it there and then move away. Not
Yeah,
moving away from the creator, but it's just more like understanding that, you know what, I know that this is in a safe place,
yeah,
and
yeah,
I'm being heard,
yes,
and I'm grateful that I know I'm already receiving this, whatever
yeah,
it is.
yeah,
So because in reality, when we just don't see energy. I wish we can see the energies, right? So when we
yeah,
see the energy, when you close your eyes, there's nothing that you can need because everything is available. Where is the concern here? It's about experiencing that which is already available, right? So
yes,
the
yes,
fastest way for us to experience it, to embody it in our body, to enjoy it fully,
yeah,
is gratitude.
yes, yes,
Yeah. So that's actually the bridge to receiving.
yes,
And so I hope that's clear that it's okay to ask, yeah, but not ask continuously. Because
yeah,
asking is like, and wanting, it has the energy of lack, which is
yeah.
opposite of
And
abundance.
correct. And you know what, Vida? We human beings are like, sometimes we will say, I surrender. God, I surrender. I surrender to you everything. Like that. Especially when we are overwhelmed and we cannot hold it anymore. Like we don't know where to go or we don't know what to do anymore. So you surrender. But then at times you are saying that you surrender, but you still worry about it. So it's not surrendering, to be honest. If you
Yeah.
still think about it, it's not surrender. It's not complete surrender. But because it's been, you're still worrying, so you did not surrender. That's what you were saying as well. That if you
Yeah.
surrender, you put it there and then you leave it there, and then you just have the complete trust that it was given already, right?
So what is the problem then? What is the issue with worrying? First, worrying actually so when you worry, whatever your thought goes, your energy goes there.
Yes.
Actually, what happens is that, for example, you worry about the kids, you worry about the money, you're actually getting more energy from those. You are depleting the energy from what you are thinking about. And you are focused. So it's just different way of looking at it. But if it's like focusing on the lack, you're giving more energy to the lack. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, which is the opposite. It did not sound it sounded funny when I said it repeatedly. But um so worry depletes the energy and it's counterproductive. So
Yeah.
what is the what is the emotion behind this worrying? You said it correctly, actually. It's lack of trust, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
lack of trust, is it lack of trust in God? Or it's actually lack of trust in us that we are not lovable enough, we're not deserving enough,
Yeah. At times,
that God
yes.
can listen to me. And then you
Yes.
start looking around and say, oh my God, other people, they're rich, they have received this
Yeah.
blessings, and then look at me now,
Yes.
so that's the energy of not being able to trust that actually that you are amazing. Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
why we advocate Dea, that we want to share to people that, hey, we are amazing beings. Yeah, we're multidimensional and we can get to play in this life. Yeah. I like what Sister Shivani said. We are only wearing this costume. Vida is the costume in this life. We are eternal beings. And your costume, Dea, is this. And your costume is being married to your husband now, and you have two amazing children, right? So, by the way, you're on
Yes.
mute, huh?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
so when we say that we are just yeah, so we are eternal beings. So our experiences here is just for this. So what it also tells me there is
Mhm.
that the release the attachment, yeah. So when you're attached to something, so why are you not able to release something there? Because you're too attached to it, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And also, isn't it that when we talk about faith about anything, faith is something that you believe even if you're not seeing the result. So it's like holding on to something that you know that it will be given to you, even if you don't know even if you cannot see it yet. So that's being faithful. And God is always being faithful to whatever he promised us and whatever he gives us, because he's like our father. And fathers normally, fathers always give the best for their children. And so, you just have to have more faith and trust, confidence, whatever you want to call it, and complete surrender, whatever it is
So
that you are experiencing.
so a lot of times so we all have this, we have different religions, right? And they advocate
Mhm.
for cultivating your relationship with God, with creator, whatever we want to call in our religion, which we were baptized into
Yeah.
Catholic. So God is actually depicted as a male God sitting in heaven. So that's okay, regardless of what we believe in, as long as we
Yeah.
know that there's higher intelligence and something is
Yes.
there's this energy, or
Yeah.
I don't know,
Source.
it's an energy,
There's
it's a
a
source, yeah,
source.
that is
Yeah.
taking care of us.
Yes.
So what I see there a lot of times, the concern there is, so in my therapy, I have seen that the relationship of people with the creator is actually affected with their relationship with their parents.
Mm.
So in because in reality, what happened to us? Who created us? I mean, God
Yes.
is like an energy, right? It's like,
Yeah.
okay, the source. Where is God sitting? Can I see him? I don't know. Maybe
Yes.
somebody had a vision of God, but not
Yes.
everybody experienced it. But what is
Yes.
relatable is that who made us? My parents.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
They are the representative. It's like, you know, they are the representative of God, because yeah.
Yeah, you
So
can look at them as a representative of God. Although oh, okay. Are they represented? Because I'm also a representative of God. You
yeah,
are too,
yeah,
Dea.
yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
So each one
Yes.
of us is a manifestation of God.
Of course,
And
of course.
we talked about money earlier, right? It's all about
Yes.
finding out the limiting beliefs relating to money. Thing is,
Yes.
money is also an energy. An energy is
Yeah.
a manifestation of God. So
Yeah.
we are also a manifestation of God. So are
Yeah.
our parents. So when I
Yes.
spoke about the relationship of our parents being the creator, it's because literally they have created us. For the child who's a baby, what the baby believes is that the parents are actually the creators. They're the gods,
Mm-hmm.
and so that's more like tangible for them
Yeah. Yeah.
to believe in. Obviously, as we grow older, as we get introduced into the society and into the religion, our belief system changes. I mean, like, somehow adapts to, like, okay, God is our God the Father, yeah, God the
Mm-hmm.
Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit, or whatever it is, the religion in our society or in the family system. So yeah, we had really an interesting discussion. And what else did we have spoken about there? I think I have
One,
mentioned about
one,
the. Mhm.
yeah, one more thing that I really like is the similarities of being a hard worker, and sometimes this quote and unquote slavery thing. And a lot of Filipinos as well, I mean, this is not like to blame, or but a lot of times we lack the how do I call it? We lack the knowledge. I mean, how do I put it? I don't know how to put it in a
Um,
better context, but because you have mentioned as well that we are used to that we are being under. It's like
it's more like a conditioning day. So
yes,
I
yes,
remember when I spoke about it, I mentioned that there are different levels of belief systems. You can say different types or sources. Yeah. So there's the core belief
yes,
systems where whatever we have learned in our childhood, we consider them as core belief system.
that's right.
This is from certain specific school of thought, which is theta healing. Yeah.
Yeah, yes,
Which is connecting to the creator, actually, a modality which
yes,
I practice. So there's also the ancestral one, the which is coming from our parents and ancestors, and we carry
yeah,
those belief systems in our genes.
yes,
And that's where I have mentioned that we as Filipinos and Philippines has been heavily colonized by so many countries,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah,
Uh, yeah, and it makes sense that there's a lot of Filipinos who are. So this is not to undermine the what
oh,
we do as
definitely,
Filipinos, but it's
definitely
just
not.
like there's a lot of Filipinos who are working as what is the right word? House helpers.
Yeah, helpers. Yeah, yeah,
So back in the olden days, when we were colonized by so many of these countries, there were some they treated us as servants, as slaves.
yes,
So there is a
yes,
lot of slavery
yeah,
mindset abuse in our system. Yeah. And when I talk about the system in our family system, so we carry them until one day somebody wakes up like us and say, no, this is
yes,
not a reality
yes,
anymore. We
yes,
acknowledge the hard, difficult fates of our ancestors. We honor them and respect
yes,
them. And I have the right to I allow myself to be happy, to be respected, and to
correct.
rise above whatever it is that I'm
Yes,
where I am,
yes.
right?
Yes, yes, because we have proven that lots of times. You
Yeah.
know, we have that's why we talk the last talk that we have. It's like all the things, all your powers are inside you. You don't really have to look for it outside. You don't have to look for it in your relationships. You don't have to to seek validation from other people. You just have to know how powerful you are, and then that is your the authenticity will come out. It's like the inner self is brilliant. It's like
Yeah.
diamond. So and the reason why it's been stuck under the under very deep is because of the experiences that we have, the challenges that we have. And so we think that we don't have, I am not powerful, I'm not, because one of the participants was like saying that I don't have a voice, I don't have but you have it. You all have it in you. You just have to you know to polish it again, to
Yeah.
remember.
I think one of the things that people can help in their journey is about understanding what happened to them in their childhood. Yeah. So when
Mm,
we initially there, I was like, when I started my healing journey, so I read a lot of books, I attended different therapy, a lot of self-development courses. Yeah. And I saw there, you should do this, do that. And but the question I had was, so how? Teach me.
yeah, yeah,
I could not relate to the courses or to the books I was reading until I actually started knowing more about myself,
mm,
and finding out what happened when I was a child, and
yeah,
understanding the brain, understanding the theory of the mind,
yeah,
how the
yeah,
mind works,
yeah,
what's conscious and subconscious, how do
yeah,
memories form, how our experiences, childhood experiences, are affecting us right now. Because from there, from the awareness itself, comes instant healing. A lot
yeah,
of times
yeah,
clients come to me because they're not able to understand where they're overwhelmed, whatever issues they're facing, they
Yes.
don't know where it is coming from. So
Yeah.
they would say that they keep working hard, they are being loved by their partners,
Yeah.
and yet there's this deep feelings of not being seen, not being heard, and which is not aligned to the, consciously they know that they are loved and supported, and yet they feel the opposite. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
and
right.
and and when I take them through, when I do the discovery call, which is for free, I make them
Yes.
understand that, hey, these were the dynamics in your environment, which is your
Yeah.
family, with your primary caregivers when you were a child, and there's a
That's
lot of
correct.
disconnection. And
Yeah.
what I realized there is, like, our parents, most of the parents are actually loving parents. They're they're always doing their best. We all do
Yeah.
our best, by
Yes.
the way.
Yes. Yes.
With the knowledge, information, resources that we have, we're always doing our best.
Yes. Yes.
And
Yeah.
yeah, so from the awareness itself, they on where they're coming from, and they're able to now, coming from the having the awareness of what happened to them in the past, now they can start thinking about it and, introspecting. So what can I do
Yeah.
differently? So how does
Yes.
how do those things make me feel in the past, and how
Yeah.
are events now um making me feel? Yeah. And
Yeah.
then in therapy, what I do is I help them process what happened to them in the past, because there's this
Yeah.
huge energy that they
Yes.
carry,
Yes.
their back, even in the
Yeah.
different parts of their organ, which actually correspond to their physical illnesses that they
That's
cannot
right.
see, but yeah, energetically they are there. Yeah. So I make them
Yeah.
release those through catharsis,
Yeah.
by understanding and then processing through the body, because the trauma actually got stored in our bodies. Yeah. The
Yeah.
subconscious mind
Yeah.
is nothing but our body. that's
Yes.
that's why I keep on asking clients, or you, how are you feeling
Yeah.
physically, emotionally, mentally? It's to bring
Yeah.
you back to yourself, to your authentic self, and
Yes.
being able to embrace those different parts of us that
Yeah.
got
And
defragmented.
yes, and I remember Vida, right? During the, you know, the times when I was really lost and having like anxiety and panic attack. You have you have really opened my mind that it didn't start there. I mean, when we have these calls, like I keep on discovering myself. Like you were asking me like, what have you experienced like on when you were this age? And you know what? And during your teenage years or during your young self, what have you experienced? And it opens up it opened up a lot of doors to discover myself. That's why I always say also that this therapy helps a lot to discover yourself and to uncover, because at times um we can heal like the things that we know, but there are also the trauma that we don't know, so we
Yeah.
have to uncover that. And whenever people ask me, so how are you going to do it? I don't know. Vida has questions that would make that would make it, surface, that it will come into surface. uh so it's the thing that you can do it for yourself, of course. I mean, but then when there is help,
Yeah, that's so true.
because
That's so true. Thank you,
yeah,
Dea.
so
Thank you for appreciating that. Well, those times I was also healing massively myself. I still do. I just have more resources now and tools, right? So see, the thing is, I'm very inquisitive,
yeah,
and
yes.
I can stay by myself actually, thinking about all these things, and I know it's I
And be
love it.
excited.
Yeah, I find excitement in finding out more about myself. Yeah. But
Yeah.
it's a journey. I also enjoy having conversations with you. At the same time, a good therapist is somebody who can make you discover, you yourself discover things about
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
because it's not
Yeah.
always about the therapist telling you, yay, this is what happened to you, so that's why my
Yeah.
approach is actually, I like to tell stories. I also like to share what I have learned about the certain theories which I have
Yeah.
learned about the brain, how the mind works, the
Yes.
concept of mother and baby, and how emotions
Yes.
work. And you know
Yes.
in the beginning of the therapies I do is mostly that. Yeah, it's more like
Yeah.
informational. And then I've learned not to overwhelm clients also with a lot of information.
Yes.
I love
Yes.
information. I love reading. Yeah. So, I feel, it makes me feel so excited. Um, so what I'm saying is allow the clients, allow
Yes.
others. Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
even with
Yes.
your children. So obviously I'm doing therapy now and healing. So I refer to clients. But when you're a
Mhm.
parent, when you're even with the spouse, right? So allow them that space to realize it from their side. Yeah. So for the children, making them feel that they have choices, asking them, obviously for children, it's different because they don't have the knowledge, information about making decisions or choices.
That's right.
So which one is a better choice? But it's just like, you know what? It's important to eat vegetables, so and so, because it's gonna make you feel it's healthy. And okay, they don't, what is healthy, mom?
Mm-hmm.
You won't fall sick easily. You'll be
Mm-hmm.
strong, and because of that, you'll be able to go to school. You'll see your friends. And then, so if you don't eat your vegetables and you like the I don't know, like the fast food, yeah, they're very
Mm-hmm.
tasty, but they don't give you a lot of vitamins to make you
That's
strong and to
correct.
be able to continue playing with your friends. So
Yeah.
it's your choice. Yeah. And then
Yes.
from
Yeah.
there, the children will understand why going for the healthier choices actually
Of course. Of
is the better
course.
choice.
Of
And
course.
they'll
Of
make
course.
that of in the beginning, it's like, no, I still want the fast food. It's okay, we can eat fast food, but
Yeah.
you need to balance it out, right?
That's
So
right.
there's a lot of empowerment and giving autonomy, looking at the children as autonomous being, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So we don't
Yes.
manipulate or control them of what they
Yeah.
should like and
Yeah.
how they should behave, and
That's
allowing
correct.
them to
Yes.
express themselves, because it came also in our discussion earlier, right? The effects of
Yes.
our culture, where we were suppressed as a nation. We were
That's right.
suppressed families and children.
That's right.
So,
That's right.
and we've hidden it as respect. But yes, because of those, we learn to respect our elders, but we already know how to be
How to?
respectful
Yeah.
people.
Yes.
So
Yes.
now we
Correct.
also can learn how to express ourselves, you know, in a respectful manner, and
Mm.
giving the space also for the other person to listen and to respond, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So thank you very much, Thea. Do you
Thank
have
you. Thank
any
you.
last thoughts about this? I know there's so many ones.
Yeah. Oh well, I just basically enjoyed it, and I'm really so happy that it was very fruitful, and a lot of discoveries in a short while. Uh, so, and I think we all said goodbye happy, and with a lot of understanding with ourselves and with our journey. I
Yeah.
think so that I believe that it was it was good. It was really great to be
Yeah.
there, and thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for your presence, for inviting your friends as well to come, and knowing that they can also benefit. What I also realized that's important in our healing, in our day-to-day lives, is having a community of people who
Correct.
can make us feel safe. From the
Yes.
beginning, we have to make ourselves feel safe, right? We find, but at the same
Yes.
time, when we are yet to heal fully, uh, when we are still in that healing journey, we can just look around and see that help is everywhere. Yeah,
Yes.
help is
Yes.
available.
Yes.
And by just attending these simple discussions, I've heard from one of the participants, it was her first time to attend such thing. I felt really happy and glad. There's like this feeling of fulfillment in my heart, in my
Yeah.
soul.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that, like, wow, she was touched, and I saw her, she was like thinking. So I knew, and she was smiling actually when I saw
Yes.
her. Because when we are in meetings, I do observe each one of you. And I see what's happening, because this is also the facilitator in every meeting. It's just like the mother also. It's like
Yeah.
the mother who is also co-regulating the nervous system of the participants, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Anyway, thank you so much,
Thank
Dea.
you so much and have a good week ahead to everyone.
Yes.
And again, anything that you want to discover or anything that we can be of help, please reach out to Ayamvida or the Sunflower Souls. And we are just here to help and to share our experiences that it might as well resonate with you. And let's heal one soul let's heal every day, one soul at a time. Thank you, Vida.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, we would love to have more people next time in our conversation, even this kind of conversation that we're having right now, so that we can get to hear other people as well, what their
That's right.
thoughts are, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, so have a good evening, have a good time, Dea. Thank you so
You
much, everyone,
too. Take care,
for
everyone.
listening, for supporting
Yes.
us. Personally, I'm truly enjoying this experience. I'm healing my
Yes.
throat chakra, which is my expression. So, and my expectation only is that I'm enjoying myself
Yeah. And
and
I'm
being
learning
able to share.
yeah, and I'm learning how to, calm down a bit.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Dea.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much. Thank you,
Take care
everyone. Hope to
and
see
have a
you
good week
again.
ahead.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.